right, so I got a pretty unfortunate update for you guys here in Nina Turner's attempt to win that special election up in Ohio. So we knew immediately from the beginning when somebody like Nina Turner was going to run for this seat that she was going to be heavily contested by the Democratic establishment, especially considering polls that we were seeing like this come out. So a poll shows Nina Turner leads Democratic Party in race for Ohio's 11th congressional district with support from 50% of voters. Okay, so she was, according to this poll at least, which was from June 1st or so, she had a massive lead. She was dominating the competition. The next runner-up, Shawntel Brown, was down like 35 percentage points to her. So, of course, this was going to freak out the Democratic establishment. And then we saw, the Black Congressional Caucus. We saw James Clyburn come out and endorse her. And we talked about the reasons why he might have been interested in doing that. Particularly, she supports policies like Medicare for All. And Jim Clyburn happens to be one of the largest recipients of big pharmaceutical donations in the country. So, the entirety of the Democratic establishment has been rallying against Nina Turner and on behalf of Shawntel Brown. And I have another update here. So, we have a new poll that came out. So, new poll shows Nina Turner's lead shrinking dramatically. Okay, so here are the details. Nina Turner opened an early lead in this summer's hotly contested Ohio special election, but the progressive heavyweight might not be running away with it. A new internal poll by her top competitor, Cuyahoga County Democratic Chair Shawntel Brown, suggests the Democratic Party race has tightened. In the survey conducted in early July, Turner led with 43%, followed by Brown with 36%. So now this is significantly tightening, only a 7-point lead for Nina Turner. So she's still edging it out, but is this strong enough to hold for the remainder of the duration until the election, which is in about 3 weeks, I think that it is. And I'll put all the information that if you're in this district that you need to go and find out where and when you're going to have to vote. So I'll put that down in the description. But listen, this is really significantly tightening up. I mean, she had a 35% lead in the last poll that I saw, and in this one, only a 7% lead. So the establishment tactics seem to be working at least to some degree. And what are these establishment tactics? Well, I have an example for you guys here from Ryan Grimm. So new DMFI PAC, which was a PAC that Shawntel Brown explicitly tried to gain the support of, Mailer tries to suggest that Nina Turner is against raising the minimum wage and universal health care. So if you know anything about Nina Turner, she talks about this shit all the time, okay? It's not a secret that she supports higher wages. It's not a secret that she supports Medicare for All and universal health care, okay? That's like the main thing that she is running on right now in her campaign. So how do they get away with shamelessly lying like this? Well, let's just go ahead and look at some of the details on here. So Nina Turner voted to divide us. So basically, the entire narrative that the Democratic establishment is trying to push in this is, oh, well, Nina Turner is divisive because, as they point out here, she said that, Nina Turner said that voting for Joe Biden was like eating half a bowl of shit. Okay, they leave out the context. First of all, that's based and absolutely correct. Voting for Joe Biden is exactly like eating half a bowl of shit. But the part that they left off there was she did vote for Joe Biden, right? She wasn't going out and campaigning for him every day, but she did support Joe Biden's campaign. And all she was saying was that, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. And that's like eating the entire piece of shit, a bowl of shit, if you want to vote for Donald Trump. And Joe Biden is also a piece of shit, maybe to a slightly less degree in some ways. And so therefore he's like voting for him is like eating half a bowl of shit. So she was absolutely right. But they include this just to, try to divide and make it seem as if she was a supporter of Donald Trump or attacking Joe Biden from the right. And they, include a bunch of other things here. Turner voted against the entire 2020 Democratic Party platform despite its support for raising minimum wage, universal health care, and immigration reform. The problem with this is that that's wrong. That's 100% verifiably wrong. In fact, the entire reason why Nina Turner voted against the 2020 Democratic platform was because it didn't include universal health care and other policy priorities that she has. She was critiquing it from the left. They try to make this entire mailer out to be as if she was critiquing it from the right. So again, they list this out here as if this is the impression that voters are supposed to get. Official ballot. Raise the minimum wage. No, Nina Turner does want to raise the minimum wage. She calls for a $15 minimum wage all the time. That's one of the main key tenet parts of her platform. They're literally just saying because she opposed the Democratic Party platform from the left, from the position that she was saying they didn't go far enough, that therefore she's against raising the minimum wage. This is a blatant lie, okay? Universal health care. She actually is in favor of universal health care. Nina Turner supports policies like Medicare for All. Shawntel Brown, her opponent, does not support policies like Medicare for All. So she's the one who's actually opposing universal health care. Nina Turner is supporting universal health care. But again, they're just using this sleazy tactic where they say, well, because you voted against the Democratic Party platform, therefore you must not support universal health care. First of all, the Democratic Party platform does not have universal health care within it. Okay, it doesn't have it. Even if you take Joe Biden's wildest position, right, in supporting the public option, which he has completely abandoned at this point, even if you were to take him at his word that he supported doing the public option, even in its perfect state, that would still leave millions of people uninsured and tens of millions of people underinsured. So who's the real person here who is actually supporting universal health care? It's Nina Turner, and that's why they're shamelessly lying about her and willing to go to these extents. And on immigration reform, of course. So, I mean, again, I'm voting hell no on the DNC platform. Listen, they're shamelessly lying about this. I honestly don't even understand how this is legal, because this is just a verifiable lie. Okay, this is slander. This is misleading voters, and these are the tactics that you would expect from a Republican nominee. These are the tactics you would expect from a Donald Trump type candidate. But it's important to understand this is what's coming from the Democratic establishment. Okay, not only are they willing to oppose a lot of these policies that are overwhelmingly supported by the American people, not only are they willing to use PACs like this that bring in dark money to fund these campaigns and run these types of campaigns, but in addition to that, they are now resorting to just bald-faced, shamelessly lying about Nina Turner. So if you want to go support her campaign, now is the time to do it. The race is tightening. So if you want to throw some support, I'll throw her links down below. Go donate, go volunteer, do whatever you can, because we got to get Nina Turner in her office. If she's scaring the Democratic establishment this much, then that should give you an indication of how important this race actually is.